Graduands, guests and colleagues, my name is Edward Joyner and I am delighted to welcome you to graduation. I have a few announcements to make before we begin so that you can relax and enjoy the ceremony. Graduands, at the appropriate time you will be invited by the stewards to stand and to make your way to the foot of the stairs, ready to head up the stairs and across the stage. All very straightforward. There are two key things, though, which make for a seamless ceremony. Firstly, as soon as the person ahead of you begins to cross the stage, please make sure you make your way up the stairs. Please don't wait until they have passed across the stage before you reach the top of the stairs. Secondly, don't let excitement and pride overwhelm you so much that you forget to pick up your degree parchment after you've crossed the stage. If you do, don't worry, you will have still graduated. But don't try to go back because you will collide with someone coming the other way. Instead, please visit the graduation information desk in the Spring Lane building 30 minutes after the ceremony to collect your parchment. At the end of the ceremony, graduates are asked to process out of the hall directed by the stewards. Families and friends, the stewards will show you the exits once the graduates have left the hall. If the fire alarm should sound at any point, please remain in your seats. Instructions will be given and we will escort you to the nearest exit. As graduates, you will join an international community of over 123,000 York alumni in 183 countries. The York Alumni Association organises many events, networks and services designed to help you make connections with other alumni across the world and boost your career prospects. Please visit the Alumni Association stand and photo booth in the Spring Lane building, where you can pick up your graduation gift to welcome you to the Alumni Association. As you get your first job or take up further study or training, please remember to keep us in touch with what you're doing. Understanding the career path that you take will help us provide the right support for current students and make sure we offer graduates like you relevant information and opportunities. Finally, please turn off your mobile phones. And will you now all please stand?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this congregation at the University of York. I declare the congregation open for the conferment of awards. Please be seated. May I first, on behalf of the University, extend the warmest welcome to everybody who's come to this ceremony this afternoon. And I know, looking around the auditorium, that people have come not just simply from across the great county of Yorkshire, but from other parts of the UK and, of course, from right across the world. Such is the nature of this global university. And we're participating today in an event that has two functions. One, it's a formal ceremony. Those who are sitting in the middle of the hall today as graduands, through some magical alchemy vested in me, will at the end of the ceremony be graduates of this university. But it's also, as well as a formal ceremony, it's a celebration. It's actually a celebration of congratulations for everything that's been achieved by the graduating class of 2018. It's a curious phenomenon that we will award degrees that have ancient Latin names. So the bachelor degree comes from ancient Latin of baccalaureus. The master's degree from magister, the master of the subject, the person who has taken a further step from that of an undergraduate, and then the doctorate degree from the Latin docere, to teach. And we will today be conferring doctorate degrees which will be doctorates of philosophy, and a doctorate of philosophy doesn't mean a degree in that confined specialty of contemporary philosophy, but it comes quite magically from that Latin root of philos, or philo, of love, and sophi, of sophistry, of wisdom. So these are doctors of the love of wisdom who we will be celebrating with today. And that's an important starting concept that throughout the world, graduation ceremonies are being held like this, with those nominated hierarchies of awards, with this medieval costume that we wear of gowns and hoods appropriate to the monasteries of medieval ages. And nothing speaks more powerfully to the enduring qualities of universities as places of thought, of discovery, of research, and of reflection. And that's an extraordinary model in a world which has never been so challenged by turbulent change as it is today. Many far greater thinkers than I have been struggling in recent years with the concept of work. What is it that will be occupying the time of those of our graduating class today in 5 years or 10 years' time? We're on the brink, or some would say we're plunged into, an extraordinary technological revolution. The first industrial revolution was the use of water and steam power to create manufacturing industries and, of course, transportation. And here in York, we're not a million miles away from where Stephenson's rocket made its first heroic journey. The second industrial revolution was about the use of electricity to power manufacturing and to introduce mass production. The third industrial revolution around digitization and IT to transform the way in which we all live. But the fourth industrial revolution, which we're now moving into, which builds on the third, but carries with it a completely different world vision of disruption and change. It's a revolution in which the physical attributes and the digital aspects of previous resolutions are combined with a biological revolution, with new technologies that allow us to read the whole of the human genome, to understand what is the blueprint of life of each and every human being on the planet, and to do it at a price today which is approaching $100 a time, by comparison with $2 billion a time when the first human genome was sequenced only in the year 2000. And so the fourth revolution is distinguishable from all the others by the impact and the scale and the velocity of change. And it's It's developing at what we would say was an exponential pace rather than simply the linear paces of the earlier revolutions. We can understand that it will disrupt nearly every industry, not just in this country, but in every other country. We can see significant changes already in systems of production and of management and of governance, emerging technology breakthroughs in fields such as artificial intelligence and robotics, the Internet of Things, autonomous vehicles, 3D printing, nanotechnology, biotechnology, material science, and so on. How does that affect our graduates today in language and linguistic science and in law? I would say quite profoundly, because this is not a revolution that's to do solely with those who are studying computer science or physics or chemistry or the life sciences, but one that affects every facet of society. So we could understand, for example, in the area of artificial intelligence. Now, for artificial intelligence, we probably ought to read augmented intelligence, because we're not talking anywhere near yet the ability of a machine to model what a human brain can do. That is still the most unique of our organs, and yet we know that the human brain can be hugely augmented by machines that can spot patterns. Already in medicine, for example, the pattern recognition capacity of modern AI is transforming radiology. We know we can read X-rays much more accurately by machines to augment the intelligence that a clinician brings to the process. And so the same is true also in pathology. But artificial intelligence has a number of variants of machine learning, but also what we might call deep learning, in which computers do start to model themselves on the neural circuitry of the brain and start to be able to reason in quite different ways. And it's that process which has raised so much concern in minds as great as those of Lord Martin Rees, the Astronomer Royal, who predicts that without the regulatory control, without the understanding of language and the way in which people communicate, we as a society are doomed to be overtaken by the machines who can outwit us at every turn. I don't believe that that is actually the future, but the reason it is not the future is that we have something called education. It's an interesting example that in the recent years people have started to value much more precisely the value of higher education in particular. We have seen the process of globalization over the past 3 decades, a significant narrowing of the gap between rich and poor across the whole of the world, although that impact, which has raised the living standards across developing and emerging nations to a considerable extent, has been felt by a stagnation of improvement in living conditions in Western society, which underlies much of the political unrest that we see in this country and in the United States. We can see also that modern and future changes in artificial intelligence and in new technologies will start to hollow out labour markets that were not hollowed out by the earlier technologies. In particular, the work of the middle-class professionals, when accountancy and auditing can be done by machines without the intervention of human beings. And even now in legal discourse, we're seeing the advent of online courts. We're seeing the use of AI to read hugely complex documents, to be able to do an analysis, and to be able to come up with recommendations for the way in which disputes can be resolved. But people will say that can't possibly be right. How can you possibly do such complex intellectual tasks by machines? I think the answer to that in part is the very poor way in which we do much of that work at the moment. Anybody amongst our law graduates today who has read the book The Secret Barrister will understand how badly our administration of justice in many of the courts in this country falls short of the ideal that we would wish to promote. But the essence here for us as a team of university graduates today is how can our agility and our intellectual depth be used in such ways to bring about new models of regulation and new approaches to old disciplines that will in turn help to transform the future. What all of this will mean for our graduating class of 2018, we don't know. Nobody knows. It will happen, and we will either be reacting to it or we will be proactives. As automation substitutes for labour across the whole of the economy, then the net displacement of workers by machines will start to exacerbate the gap between rich and poor unless our intellectual capacity is there to be able to deal with it. So, what machines can't do? Let me list one or two things. The simple compassion of human relations. In medicine, healthcare will be transformed by the new revolution, but it will never be able to put that cool hand on a fevered brow, to hold the hand of somebody who's dying and to provide comfort to the very end. There's not yet a robot that can get up from a chair, cross over to the kitchen, make a cup of tea, and bring it back in to somebody who is suffering. So what will be at a premium in the future, as we can all foresee it, is that there will be things that machines can do, and only machines can do well, and there will be things that humans can do, and only humans can do well. And those humans who will do best in that world will be those who have had the benefit of education and of higher education, and I hope that stretching of intelligence and intellectual ability that flows from it. It's a university education which is the golden lifeline in a world of complexity, of dependency and potential redundancy, of maintaining vital human values. Thank you.
The Chancellor's Leadership Prizes recognise and reward the most talented, ambitious and driven students who have excelled in the final stage of the University of York Awards. A Chancellor's Leadership Prize has been awarded to Charlotte Frost from the Department of Law.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present the following candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Language and Communication, Research in Assessments in Chilean Spanish Interaction, Veronica González Temer. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Linguistics, for Research in Phonetics and Phonology of Arabic Loans in Turkish, Shadia Al-Hashmi. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English Language and Linguistics, Katie Amsden. Jennifer Ansell. Aida Ajar. Joel Beck. Marianne Barbu. Amira Yasmin Binti Muhammad Fazli. Maritza Butis. Alice Carter. Kiara Kavanagh. Sabira Chowdhury. Olivia Christie. Samuel Colduck. Elizabeth Cox. Laura Curtis. Kirsty Edwards. Victoria Edwards. Jennifer Entwistle. Holly Fairclough. Georgia Flood. James Heron. Georgia Hay. Natalie Huntingdon. Holly James. Pollyanna Jenkins. Simran Johal. Kaja Naiwa Cameron. Benjamin Kendall. Anna Krivoshlikova. Heather Lewis. Abu Bakr Manyar. Charlotte Mansell. Hannah Maycock. Caitlin Moody. Kate Murray. Naomi Nye. Sierra Saka. Edward Stevenson. Dominic Stern. Sian Woolard. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in English and Linguistics, Hannah Land. Elliot Moran. Molly Porch. Nadia Saeed. Eleanor Schenk. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in French and German Language with a year abroad, Matthew Keeley. Sarah Kidd. Sarah Moses. Ioana Madalina Silai. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in French and Italian Language with a year abroad, Lauren Calderbank. Katharina Niemeyer. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in French and Linguistics with a year abroad, Lauren Harrington. Molly Heppelstone. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in French and Spanish Language with a year abroad, Abby Barker. Ella Hemery. Hannah Hoskin. Abigail Marcroft. Ryan Sharkey. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in German and Linguistics with a year abroad, Kajsa Arnlund. Evelina Radziewicz. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in German and Spanish language with a year abroad, Connor Blanchard. Henry Fairhead. Jessica Forney. Romy Simos. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Italian and Spanish language with a year abroad, Jacob Peatfield. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Linguistics, Danny Bate. Hannah Benzies. Jess Corner. Emily Querdon. Emma Louise Down. Francesca Ducchi. Sasha Fan. Imogen George. Anna Hale. Samuel Hughes. Hugh James. Jenna Lawson. Claire Liu. Isla Macaulay. Charles McGee. Nicola Powell. Kate Taylor. Nicholas Turner. Martin Walton. Isabella Warren. Eleanor Yates Roberts. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Linguistics with Spanish, Bethany Fairley. Jonathan Peach. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Philosophy and Linguistics, Olivia Jennings. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Spanish and Linguistics with a year abroad, Michał Bertz. George Chambers. Rebecca Jade Hayhoe. Thomas Ricketts.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ensemble E Anonymy will perform Moon Dance by Van Morrison, arranged by George Clark, followed by Bridge Over Troubled Water by Simon and Garfunkel, arranged by Ellie Pybus.
Da wonderful night for a moon dance with the stars up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance with the cover of October skies. And all the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. And I'm trying to please to the calling of your heartstrings that play sweet and low. Seems to win. The sun of your love seems to shine in your blush. Can I just have some love? My love, can I just make some love? Well, I want to make love to you tonight. I can't wait for the morning to come. And now I know now the time is just right. And straight into my arms you will run. And when you come, my heart will be waiting to make sure that you're never alone. There and then all my dreams will come true to you. There and then I will make you my own. When you're out there, I touch you, you just how much you want me that you can hide. Can I have some love? Bring love, my love. Can I have some love? Bring love. Can I just have one more dance with you, my love?
When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your hand. Oh, when darkness comes and pain is all like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me
Sail on, silver girl. Sail on by.
Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. Oh, if you need a friend, I'm sailing right behind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your mind, like a bridge over troubled water. I will ease your
I will ease your mind.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present the following candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Law. For research in a rights-based approach to literacy in Nigeria, Louise Gittins. For research in social sector size criteria and local discretion, Jed Mears. For the degree of International Human Rights Law and Practice, Rebecca Cutts. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Marilyn Aqua. Iris Aliki Anastasiadou. Joshua Atkinson. Ishan Burolia. Faith Baker. Jessica Baker. Rianne Batty. Katie Baxter. Harry Beckett. Memut Beolu. Aaron Balla. Jack Bickerton. Holly Bickle. Alice Biggs. Olivia Boyd. Taylor Bray. Jamie Brazier. Aquila Britton Descent. Lily Cabot King. Ellie Callum. Benjamin Capel. Zoe Carpenter. Eleanor Cavill. Sid Chavla. Nicole Clark. Brittany Codling. Patrick Cox. Elizabeth Critchley. Jennifer Davis. Lydia Demnitz-King. Daniel Denby. Zach Denman. Poppy Dickinson. Beth Donaldson. Anna Draper. Dimitri Economou. Jenny Entwistle. Lucy Entwistle. Sahin Erdogan. Tim Erim Khan. Valentina Fejsi. Joshua Fennell. Vasiliki Filaretopoulou. Andrew Firth. Alexandra Forrest. Charlotte Frost. Katie Gedge. Dia George. Edward Giles. Paul Gillett. Jacob Gilpin. Jessica Gracie. Olivia Graham. Phoebe Greenwood. Agnieszka Gziut. Fatima Gazella Habibifa. Elliot Haig. Carrie-Anne Hallett. Lily Hamilton. James Hanman. Mohammed Hassan. Olivia Hayes. Doris Henrique. Laura Henrique. Holly Hickin. Annie Hill. Mia Hollandrake. Thomas Holt. David Hopwood. Jordan Hulse. Caitlin Hines. Lucy Jackson. Emma Jarvis. Harry Johnson. Blaise Joubert. Stefania Kafka. Carly G. Kasuka. Kate Kaufman. Rafe Keeble. Kelly Kiesvetter. Pakuesi Kudag. Thomas Raphael Kiriakou. Cheryl Lee. Madeline Lancaster. Jessie Lee. Sophie Lister. Julia Marino. James McConkey. Georgina Mead. Annalisa Mensah. Matthew Metcalf. Joanna Middlemass. Hannah Moses. Alexander Moyler. Varshini Kumar. Gertruda Narkovechutu. Alicia O'Neill. Esme O'Neill. Keith Otieno. Christina Efrosina Papanastiu. Georgia Papathanasiou. Benjamin Payne. Daniel Phillip. Eva Piscadlo. Jasmine Pledger. Callum Pooler. Stephanie Potter. Joshua Prynne. Reese Remedios. Emma Reynolds. Sky Reynolds. Hamish Richards. Ewan Riddle. Mariam Sadiq Musan. Abigail Saffron. Ilaria Sammartino. Aram Salatile. Peter Sikoira. Francel Serra. Harvey Shaw. Eleanor Smith. Ethan Somerville-Jones. Katie Spence. Mihal Stepniak. Maisie Swindles. James Taylor. Joseph Gent. Grace Towie. Robin Trousdale. Charlie Tai. Amalia Ziesma. Labib Udden. Jacob Unwin. Isadora Eleni Vaithulka. Adam Walton. James Watkins. Matthew Wheatley. Bryony Whittaker. Marty Wolfe. Jeremy Yao. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws with a year abroad, Robert Jackson. Peter Redshaw. Kathleen Zamura. For the degree of Bachelor of Laws, Senior Status, Arjun Bhaga. Matthias Flug. Compton Hinkson. Beatrice Kupalati. Carlos Lopez Tiboni. Danielle Nicole Malozzi. Charles Mariti. Veroniki Milonopulu. Eldridge Rodriguez. Amanda Webster. And Devon Wilder.
It is my enormous pleasure to introduce Jasmine Pledger, our student orator, who will speak on behalf of the class of 2018. Our student orators have been invited to speak in recognition of their hard work on behalf of the student community and commitment to their studies. Our speakers have pursued the most enriching experience they could during their time at the University of York, as well as giving back to their community. On behalf of the class of 2018, I give you Jasmine Pledger.
Chancellors, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, I am honoured to have the opportunity to speak on behalf of the class of 2018, though much like everything else in my academic career, I started writing the first draft of this speech the day before it was due. After discussing with others what I wanted to speak about to the graduating class today, it led to discussions about how a degree is more than studying an academic subject, but how it's an experience. Being in the first generation of my family to go to university, I had the opportunity to participate in an outreach programme at York, aiming to improve access and reduce barriers to higher education. This gave me an insight into university life and a stepping stone to getting involved in the opportunities that York offered. But what I was never fully able to comprehend until I'd been surrounded by students was the commitment they placed in following their passions and their determination to succeed. Alongside this, statistics became reality, and it was apparent that York was there to support us both academically and personally. York is proud of its students, both past and present, celebrating its achievements and helping us grow, despite the negative perceptions of young people today. In recent years, students have infamously been labelled as snowflakes, both oversensitive and entitled by society. But what has been ignored is how much students are currently acting to make a difference to their communities and beyond, whether that was working to improve access to health services on campus or course representatives evaluating their academic experience to shape the future of higher education. They're just two examples out of the many that I could give, but both showing that students are doing so much more than causing problems and representing their snowflake label. For me, I furthered my passion for volunteering and giving back to the local community after seeing and hearing similar media reports that students' communities had led to an influx of problems in cities due to drunken and unruly behaviour. But what went unrecognised were the students who committed to volunteering regularly, offering an hour of their time, giving something back to their community. Instead, students were still viewed as an enemy to locals due to problem behaviours, and when I was given the opportunity to address this, I stepped out of my comfort zone and was lucky enough to be elected as volunteering officer for the Students' Union. This involved addressing this negative stigma attached to students whilst impacting and making a difference in the local community, building upon my skills and, just as importantly, enjoying giving my time to volunteer. But my story is not unique. I can guarantee that each and every one of you in this room has committed their time to a cause that they care about, a society that sparked their interest or united their passions with others. Despite our backgrounds and our different experiences or barriers faced along the way or before university, we now sit here with bright prospects as graduates from the University of York. Today, we must take the time to thank our peers, academic staff and supporters through our academic and personal development journeys, and be grateful to have had the opportunity to study at a Russell Group University, but it is also your opportunity to celebrate. Each graduate would not be here without their own commitment to learning and their own ventures to succeed and develop, and each and every one of you should cherish this moment, reflect upon your progression, and most importantly, be proud of yourself for your achievements. My final message to the graduates here today is to take these experiences and the wealth of knowledge gained throughout your time here to make an impact in society and show what we are capable of. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you and good luck.
Jasmine, thank you so much for those very moving words on behalf of this brilliant, this is the best graduating class so far. People often ask me, what's it like standing up here, shaking hands as the graduates come across the stage? And I have to say, there's nothing that could give you more pleasure than this, the extraordinary honour of being able to celebrate what you've all achieved, and to be able to observe you negotiating this narrow entry up into the stage. And sometimes heels cause a little difficulty, but so my warmest congratulations to everybody for your success in that respect. It got appropriately livelier towards the end, didn't you think? It reminds me of the graduate who one day, not in this university, but sneaked in a bit late and had been pre-celebrating the graduation and arrived dressed in a kangaroo suit and came up on the steps and started leaping across the dais as a kangaroo would, obviously. And all of a sudden there was a great splintering sound and he disappeared completely from sight. And the auditorium was hushed except for his mother, who said, "Oh, ignore him, it's just the stage he's going through." So it's very moving also that some of you who spoke to me as you came across, I think the one that I remember most vividly was the young lady who said to me, "I owe this university absolutely everything." And I just felt that was so extraordinarily moving, and I'm sure was an emotion that was reflected amongst many of the rest of you. So wherever you go and whatever you do, and I hope that some of you will continue studies and go into postgraduate work, and don't be too frightened of the messages that I gave earlier about the future of work, because you'll find it. And if you don't, you'll have an even better time. So it falls to me in a moment to formally declare closed the ceremony. But before I do, I would like, on your behalf, to repeat some of the thanks that were included in Jasmine's speech, in particular to those of the staff and the faculty of the university who have done so much to embrace you and to cause your careers to flourish. Represented here today in the auditorium, a small representative sample of a much larger group of people who work so hard at this university. So please will you join me in expressing our thanks to this particular faculty. I know you'd also like me, on your behalf, to thank Eonomy, that fabulous choir, a cappella choir, with that close harmony singing. Just absolutely wonderful. And I would include in my thanks the hard work that everybody behind the scenes does in this university to make these events work. Just work meticulously and entirely according to plan. So I think you'll just help me, humour me with one more round of applause for those who have done all the work. But I know you wouldn't forgive me if I were to leave this auditorium without inviting you once more to express our gratitude and our appreciation and our thanks to the students who are here today, and actually also to the parents and the supporters and the family and the children and the grandchildren, the uncles and nephews and nieces, many of whom have come from everywhere. I now declare this congregation closed. Please join me.